Hi, I'm Lauren and I'm here at the premiere of the Twilight saga Breaking Dawn. Whether you love it or loathe it, the phenomenon has taken the world by storm. Adapted from the Stephenie Meyer novels, the Twilight films have broken box office records and gathered an army of dedicated fans. But what is it about Twilight that has captured the imagination of millions of young people? I'm here to find out from some of the fans and cast and crew. Aside from Robert Pattinson and company, why do you love Twilight so much?
The books are just amazing, and it's just like another world that you can completely believe in.
Yeah.
And it's just it's fictional, but it's written in such a way that you can just believe that it's all going to come true to you.
Yeah, and it's so nice to see, like, you know, what we've read so far, like, come to life on the screen.
And it's done in such a good way that nothing really is taken out too much, so it's just as good as the books.
Twilight has a huge following, as you know. What do you think the film's appeal is to young people?
Well, I think one thing is that it stars a woman and it's about a woman. You know, I think that's so rare in the movie landscape these days. You know, I think that's part of it, and also the fantasy, the wish fulfillment part of it too.
So why do you love Twilight so much?
The wicked.
Wicked.
We get to live in a fantasy world.
I think it's that Edward is so damn perfect and Jacob is kind of perfect, and I think there's, you know, people don't feel a lot of romance in their lives and they look to these books and hopefully the movies to experience deep romance.
I read the books and I was addicted from there. It was just something about it.
I think everyone wants to relate to that kind of love story where it's sort of like, you know, it's Edward loves her unconditionally, and so it's interesting how women from all ages can connect with the book. I think that says something, and, you know, since I read the books, the movies are just rewarding for me, so.
I think it's a story about love. It's a story, you know, it's a Romeo and Juliet-esque story that comes good in the end. And, you know, what's not to love about that?
I think a lot of people empathise with the movie and the book franchise because it's like that forbidden love, and it's fueled by the passions, emotions, hormones and desires of all these youngsters out here, and I think that's probably what's made it so big.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know if it has any. I mean, it might do. I mean, it kind of. I know people are kind of obsessed with it, but I don't really know what the end result of their obsession is.
I was just saying earlier on, I wish I had something like this in my childhood where it was a book that I just loved to death and it got made onto the big screen. I didn't have anything like that, so I'm quite jealous of the younger generation under me now that gets to enjoy such imagination and storytelling and get into this like epic adventure.
I think because teens especially love it. I think it just covers all areas: romance, action, fantasy. It's like everything involved.
Vampires, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody likes a vampire.
I think it appeals to all ages, really. I'm 28, and like I think it ranges from like 12-year-olds up to like 56-year-olds. So,
You know, I think it is about, you know, not necessarily being so impulsive that you're destructive. I think that Edward and Bella have a deeper connection than most young people tend to have at that age, and yet I think, you know, people feel that intensity of first love in a way that you never get to match again the rest of your lives.
What about the critics? Does that change your mind when people give it negative reviews?
No, because we've seen the film and we know and read the books. We know it's really good.
Well, I think just that, you know, that people are allowed to believe in love and believe in fighting for love and believe in supporting love. I think there's nothing, I can't think of any more positive message, really.
What about Bella? Do you think she's a good role model?
She is, because she's not afraid to be herself, and she's normal.
I think she's very independent, which is good for young girls to look up to, I think. She's true to herself again, and I don't know, she doesn't like to hurt people as well, which I think is honestly good.
Well, yeah, that's a good question. I think it's because of the strength of that character, of Bella. I think she, you know, she's a gawky, awkward girl, but she knows what she wants and she goes for it, and no one's going to stop her.
So I take it you think she's a good role model then?
I think she is, absolutely.
you know, our fans go to great lengths to show their dedication for this franchise. So, I mean, that's absolutely amazing to see.
Many Twihards have watched the films and bought the T-shirt. Did you ever have a phenomenon when you were growing up that's quite like Twilight, like films or music?
Oh, God, you know, I guess for me growing up, it was, you know, Star Wars, really. That was the thing that I remember lining up for as a kid, as a teenager.
Maybe a little Star Wars, you know, but a little.
I've had an amazing time here at the premiere of Breaking Dawn. This is Lauren, signing out for Film Club. Bye!